Hey everybody, every year it seems like Sony consistently tops our list of must-have audio gear for remote workers with their wireless noise canceling headphones, and this time their new XM5 model is completely redesigned. All right, so first things first, you find the power button on the bottom of the left ear cup. Press and hold the power button on your Sony XM5. It will automatically enter pairing mode right out of the box. You just put the headphones on and you'll hear a prompt guiding the rest of the way. At this point, it's a good time to go ahead and download the Sony Headphones Connect app if you haven't already, and open the app. In the app, just follow along the prompts you see. It basically walks you through the entire setup and the registration. I would recommend enabling Bluetooth on your device first before you begin the setup, and I would also recommend allowing the app to send you notifications and to use your location, since these will make settings that open up some more cool features that we'll cover in just a moment. Finally, go ahead and set up the 360 reality audio feature when prompted in the app. This will walk you through the steps that takes a series of photos of your ears for analysis so that the app can tailor the immersive Dolby Atmos and Sony's 360 reality audio sound field for your ears. All right, now when wearing your headphones and listening to music playing, you can control the playback of your audio using the touch capacitive interface on the surface of the right ear cup. On the right ear cup, you double tap to pause the music, and you double tap again to resume the playback. Now, when you want to raise or lower the volume, you just swipe up or down to raise or lower the volume. It's actually really similar to an iPad. You just swipe like you would on an iPad, up or down. Okay, next, when you want to actually just skip to the next song or rewind back to the beginning of the song, swipe forward, just like that, to skip to the next track, or backwards to rewind the playback back to the beginning of your song. Now, when you want to hear everything around you, simply lay your hand on the surface of the right ear cup to activate the ambient sound control mode. This is pretty cool. It's a manual way to pipe sound from the outside world into your headset so you can hear someone speaking to you. And when you're done, you just stop holding your hand over the right ear cup and the music will automatically start playing again, and the active noise canceling will return to whatever setting where you left it. Now, the thing I really enjoy about this is when you're out and about and you're listening to music and then someone comes up to you and wants to have a quick conversation, it kind of creates a social cue where you just manually place your hand here and the person can quickly understand that you're taking a moment to pause and have this quick conversation, and then when you're done, you just remove your hand and the music starts playing again and the noise canceling starts and you're back in your private world. These gestures are very intuitive, and it's really easy to navigate the touch capacitive surface on the right ear cup once you get the hang of it. They're pretty fun, and they actually become like muscle memory after a while. Okay, this is the Sony Headphone Connect app dashboard, and it gives you a quick view of your status, the sound tab, system tab, and services tab. Now, I'm just going to start with the first tab, which is called status. It just gives you quick, convenient views of your adaptive sound control, and this is location based. If I tap on this, what I would do is definitely make sure this switch is toggled in the on position. This is going to enable adaptive sound control so that it detects your actions and location, and it will adjust the ambient sound that pipes in through your headphones or the noise canceling based on your activity or, like I said, location. If you look down below that, it says automatic switching based on actions. I would enable that, or just make sure it is toggled on. This will detect actions. If you tap on the gear icon, you'll notice that what this does is it allows you to control whether you're actually having noise canceling or ambient sound when you're in sitting position. And when you want to control whether you're having ambient sound or noise cancellation or off when you're walking, you can change it there, and you can also change it for running. You can also change it for when you're in a vehicle, for instance. What I like to do is in my sitting position, I like to actually have noise canceling completely turned on. And my preference when I'm walking is I like to have some ambient sound piping through my headset. And this is kind of cool. When you want to adjust how much of the environment outside is pumping into your headset when you're walking, you can control how much with this slider right here. I also like to check mark focus on voices. This is because, like I was saying earlier and describing to you, when you're walking around in a busy downtown setting, for instance, and someone wants to have a quick conversation with you, when the outside world is coming into your headset, this will actually focus on voices so that you can hear them a little bit better in the background with the ambient sound control turned on. When you're running, I like ambient sound control completely on. The reason I like this is so that I can really hear all of my environment when I'm running, and I enjoy having that all the way up. And I don't like to have focus voice on, but you can set it to your preference. When I'm in a moving vehicle, again, it's kind of like sitting for me. I just want complete noise cancellation turned on, no ambient noise from the environment. Okay, now when you hit done and you go back to your dashboard, we also can see that this is the multi-point connectivity section that lets you see all the devices that you're connected to. I'm connected to my laptop as an audio source over Bluetooth, and also my phone, which is really handy. If you tap on this, it allows you to see both devices, and you can also connect to yet another device right there. So if I hit back, and you get some simple controls like transport for play and pause and fast forward and volume control right from the dashboard. Now, if I go over to the sound tab, this is where you get to see ambient sound control again, and this lets you have a little bit more control by tapping on the arrow. And this kind of gives you another way to get back to what I was describing before, where you can turn on noise canceling or ambient sound, and that will let you customize this NC ambient button for whatever you want it to toggle. So if you press it once, it might go straight to noise cancellation. If you press it again, it'll go to ambient sound control. Or if you press it a third time, it'll turn it completely off. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom, speak to chat, I would enable this so that when you're talking out loud, it will automatically pause the music for you, and that's how you get to that. If you tap the gear icon, it'll let you control the sensitivity of your voice. I leave it on automatic. I find it actually works really good on the setting, but you can explore with high sensitivity or low sensitivity if that's your preference. I also like to have time until mode closes to short. This is approximately 5 seconds. I do find that when I do speak out loud, sometimes you might sing out loud when you're listening to music, and that does trip it and make it turn on and pauses your music, which can be a little bit aggravating. But if you're paying attention to that and you do find the feature useful, it's nice that it just automatically comes back after as short a time as possible. It makes it a lot less aggravating. So 5 seconds is pretty good for me. Below that, you have the equalization, and this lets you control a little bit of your bass, mids, and high frequencies to get to the 360 reality audio setup, where you can analyze your ear shape. If you skip that in the initial setup, you can reanalyze here, and that's pretty much it. I would also enable DC Extreme and set it to auto if you want to. Now moving on, if we go to the System tab, we can see that this is where you can control a few other system-related features. I would enable connect 2 devices simultaneously. I would also set up the voice assistant. If you tap on this arrow, this is where you can control Amazon Alexa or whatever your preferred setting is. And touch sensor control, I would enable this as well. This allows that touch capacitive interface on the right ear cup to be active and respond to your touch so you can use gestures. The changing the NC Ambient button operation, which is on the side of the left ear cup. You can tailor this button to do several different things. Like I mentioned earlier, you can actually set the noise cancellation or the ambient pass-through mode with this, but you can also do a really cool thing. The new app actually lets you quickly launch your Spotify playlist if you want to. So to do that, press the gear, and I've already got mine set up to Spotify Tap Quick Access, and right now that's the only service you really get, but I've got it double tapping set. So if I double tap the NC Ambient control button, that automatically starts playing my Spotify playlist that I've set up in Spotify, and it's pretty handy. You could also make it do a triple tap if that's what you prefer. Also from this screen, you can see some things like automatic power off. This is really cool because when you take off your headphones and it doesn't detect that it's being worn, they'll automatically turn off, and you can toggle that on right here. And this is also where you'll see pauses when the headphones are taking off, so that your music just pauses and then it'll resume when the wear sensor detects that it's being worn. And notification and voice guide, I would enable that because that also works really well with the NC Ambient button. It'll give you little notifications that one mode versus the other is enabled, like noise cancellation versus ambient control. And the last thing I would definitely recommend is make sure automatic download of software is turned on. As you can see, I have a software update available, and when this is enabled, it will automatically download the latest updates so that you are always up to date with the latest features that get added. Finally, if you go to the services screen, this is just another shortcut to see that the quick access for the noise cancellation ambient button is set up for Spotify, and it is confirmed when you press that right there, and it will open Spotify for you. That's just really another shortcut. And again, if you stay up to date and make sure that you are updating, keeping up with the updates for your noise canceling headphones, any new services that Sony decides to add for quick access so that you can just quickly tap your noise canceling button 3 times or 2 times. I'm sure some more really cool services will be added here later in the future. All right, that wraps up our Sony XM5 tips and tricks video. I really hope this quick tutorial has given you some insight about this new noise canceling model and how easy it is to use. To learn more about the XM5, be sure to check out our full review. And if you are thinking about updating your on-the-go music setup, be sure to check out audiovice.com, where you'll find more tips and tricks just like this one. We also have product comparisons, and our blog will let you browse through all of our reviews. We offer free shipping, a price guarantee, and lifetime support on any products you purchase from AudioVice. If you have any questions about the new Sony XM5 and you want more info, be sure to give us a call, chat with us, or stop in one of our award-winning showrooms, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you never miss the latest home audio and home theater content, and we'll see you next time.